Angelina, could you sort of walk us through the time when you know it's going to be a penalty kick, and then how do you sort of get your mind focused on, you have to stop this ball here?
Yeah, it's just tunnel vision at that point. You have to forget about the call, forget about if it's the right call, and just kind of lock in. I think the biggest thing for me is that locking in piece. Like in those moments, my mentality and mindset is so strong and confident. It's almost like delusionally confident. Like I will save this no matter what. And so yeah, he made the call. I just turned and walked back to my line and just kind of started rehearsing those lines to myself, like of confidence and belief.
And when you talk about confidence, where would you put your confidence at this season compared to last year before?
Yeah, it's much higher. I think it's kind of it's a positive feedback loop of performing well and gaining more confidence, and then performing well and gaining more confidence. And I think, I'm still a young goalkeeper, and the last few years have been up and down for me. And this year I had to make a lot of changes of how I approach the game and how I approach my day-to-day and how I look at the game and my mindset and everything. And I've made a lot of changes, and it really seems like it's paying off for me. So I feel a lot more confident, and that just feels good to go out there and play how I know I can play.
Hi, I'm Charlotte with Kid Scoop Media. You guys did so amazing. What are your takeaways from this game?
Go ahead. You want me to take it?
Nice to meet you. Well, like in every game, there's a lot of things you can take out of. There's the negative where you learn from, and the positive where you just you just carry it and work more into perfecting everything. So like the games that haven't gone our way, I think the things that we have gotten out of is just to be clinical, finishing our chances, because it's like we are just like reliving every game again, saying, oh, we should have, had finish our chances. So like those are the things that we have gotten out of the games that we have played, and also just playing as a unit, not conceding a lot of goals. So those are the two things that we have gotten out of the games that we have played.
Sylvia.
Hi, Prisca. Hi, Angelina. So just talking a bit about your form since the break. You only have one loss. You also have, I believe, 4 draws in a row. Can you talk specifically about your defense and sort of what that philosophy has been? Obviously, sort of a grudge match, very physical today. Can you talk just a bit about what the team has done to have these defensive performances?
Yeah, my defenders are some freaking dogs. Did you see Sarah out there today? I'm so proud of them, and it's obviously different for me because I get to see how hard they work day in and day out at perfecting the little details, doing things that make them uncomfortable. And I think that's been the main thing, is that we're all really committed to our principles and our game plans, getting outside of our comfort zones. And then the last part of it is just fighting till the freaking end, making big plays like that one that Sarah, she made so many tonight, but Sarah, Emily, Savvy coming off the bench, Evelyn all game. I feel so lucky to have them as a unit in front of me, and when things break down, that's why I'm there. And I think it's the little details, it's the work ethic, and then it's just having that mentality and the heart that they show every game. I'm so lucky to be a part of that back line.
Hi guys, thanks for your time. I have a question for each, if it's okay. First, Angelina, just going back to the penalty kick, I was just curious, did you try to read the shot? Did you decide beforehand? Did you know something about the taker that went into that decision? Tell me about your mindset.
I didn't know anything about that taker, but usually I am studying their tendencies and stuff. I know some goalkeepers do that, some don't. I didn't know anything about her, but I don't know, I got a message from the heavens. But no, I just read it, and in those moments you have to be so no, I'm going that way and I'm saving it, very decisive. So Yeah, I just kind of read her run up and thought, I think she's going there, and then I just committed. So thank God it worked.
Yeah, well done.
Thank
And then
you.
Prisca, just about your performance today, I'll tell you kind of what I saw a little bit. I saw in you someone who, you know that saying, to cause problems for a team and put a defense in situations that they don't want to be in. That's kind of what I saw. I just wanted to see, I mean, you kind of did everything but score today. How did you feel out there, and then what did you think of your own performance today?
Honestly, as a striker, when you don't score, it's a very sad situation, honestly, because in each game as a striker, you want to get at least a goal or an assist, you know. So, despite not scoring, I feel like I did pretty good. I did what I was told during training, you know, but sometimes you need some luck on the goal. You can do everything, but you can shoot, the keeper will save, so you just need some luck. And I guess today and the last game, everything else went well, but just maybe getting a goal, that's where maybe I just need some more luck. But we have a lot of games coming ahead, and the only thing I'm focused on now is getting goals, because everything else I feel like I'm doing just fine. So for me, my focus is just to cause more problems, you know, making sure that the defenders are running, and and just focus on how I can score goals.
Hey guys, I know Sydney didn't play tonight, but I just wanted to ask you sort of about what's her working her way back, and what does it look like to you guys, and what it means to have her back in the mix.
Yeah, I mean, her comeback has been very impressive and inspiring. I was a little girl with a Sydney LaRue poster on my wall, so when I got drafted to Angel City, it was a pretty cool moment. And yeah, it's great to have a happy and healthy Sid back in the locker room, so I think we're all happy that she's back.
Hey, DJ from Revolt. My question is just around being a professional athlete right now when women's sports is at this huge surge. What does it mean to you both individually to be a part of a professional women's league while it grows, but also while women's sports globally is growing?
I mean, yeah, football, women's football is reaching higher levels now, and for us right now it's at peak, and it's a privilege, you know, nothing can be taken for granted, you know. So for me, honestly, it's to just enjoy the moment and inspire people who are looking to reach where I am, you know, to play for this club and other big clubs. So all I can say is that I'm very happy that I'm able to participate in this time of football where it's growing, where people are paying more attention to it. And for me, it's just a privilege that I get to enjoy every day, you know, playing with people from different places and playing for this club, you know, which is big, and it has given me a lot of things, you know. I've learned a lot of things. I've met with different people. So for me, it's a privilege, not just playing, but also the people that I've met and what I've achieved in this sport of football.
Yeah, totally agree. I feel so lucky that this is my job and that there's such a platform for us to do this, and also using your platform for good. And it's so rewarding seeing young girls who are actually inspired by you, who drive hours to come meet you, to watch games. It's really rewarding, and there are a lot of hard times in this profession too. I know everybody sees out there on the field at BMO with the lights. So I think I agree with you, Prisca, and the sport has given me so much too of knowing who I am as a person and becoming a better person for those around me and being stronger. And I think those are kind of the characteristics that I hope that the youth and the young girls see from this and can ultimately gain in themselves. I think that's the coolest part for me, more than just a soccer game.
Angelina, going back to my first question, you said you made a lot of changes. Is that on and off the field, or what are those changes incorporate?
Mainly, I mean, kind of holistically, I think for me, I was doing too much at max capacity. And as pro athletes, you always think like, what more can I do? How can I do more and better and blah, blah, blah. For me, I actually really needed to strip things down and realize that my baseline is already here to work and to be the best and blah, 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 blah. And I felt like I was doing too much and it was almost paralyzing me. So I really had to strip it down and focus on the basics and honestly just trust that I know how to do this and I'm good and can be good. So it's been a really cool learning moment for me, and you know, the last few years have been up and down, and it's been really, really cool for me to kind of go through that journey, and I feel confident with where I'm at now, but I'm also not naive to the fact that there will be more challenges ahead, so I'm excited for when those come too.
Hi, this question is for both of you. Second game in a row now, you guys have held your own and gotten a point against one of the top teams in the league. What does that say about the direction you guys are heading in?
I think we are headed in the right direction, you know, because the worst result, honestly, you can get is a loss. So a draw is kind of like, it's also like sign of hope that you can, if you focus on those small details, you are closer to getting a win, you know. So I feel like where we are right now, you know, we always hope for a win, you know, but the draw is the closest to the win for us, you know, because losing is like the worst, and especially in this league where points are very tight. So the 1 points that we've been getting, it's like small steps, but we are looking forward to, you know, start getting wins and get more points from the remaining games.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
My name is Charlotte with Kid Scoop Media. Your team played so well. What are you most proud about them today?
I'm proud about a lot of things, I think they play really like a team, and everyone runs for each other. So when someone makes a mistake, and that happens in football, the next one is there to fix it. And when you have that in a team, you can become really, really good. And then I also think we play some good football, and we build some good attacks and create a lot of entries into their penalty area, and so I'm happy with the lot. Yeah.
Hi, Coach. Thank you for your time. I just wanted to get I was curious about the penalty kick call. You probably expected the question. Or you might say it doesn't matter now because it wasn't a goal. I just wanted to see kind of if what I saw, you also saw, assuming that you've seen some angles and some replays. It looked to me like it was a ball that maybe came off the upper body and then off the arm, and they paused it right when it came off the arm. Did you see that? What did you think about the call?
What do you think? Because you can see, I can see, I can't say too much. So, but I can say, so my English is not perfect, but I know clear and obvious. And it's strange if it's clear and obvious that this is a case again. I think there have been some big decisions that has not gone in our favor. Chicago, there was a mistake, a goal last time. And this one, I cannot, you have to see and evaluate yourself, but the rules are quite clear. You know the rules, clear and obvious. Then it goes to if they spend 5 minutes evaluating it, that's their job. But clear and obvious, you decide. I cannot speak to it.
Can I ask another question? Is that okay? Yeah. I was just curious. No. I'm just wondering how you feel, sort of looking big picture. It feels like you guys are a team that's gritty and hard to beat right now. And if I were up against you guys in the playoffs, I wouldn't want to play you guys right now in the playoffs. At the same time, you'd probably like to have a few more wins. How does it feel overall?
I think we have to look at who we played the last two games, so or the last few games. I think you're right. We are difficult to beat. You're right. We want to win it, but playing Washington, playing today Gotham, playing Kansas away. Against Seattle, I think we had control, and we had a few minutes where we lost our way a little bit, but there also we got back in the game. So we will win games, I'm sure, if we keep performing and keep playing. We also have to look at, we have some players out, and the players that are in are really putting in the effort and job. Now we are going to play North Carolina. They have 1 day more rest. And we've had some of those challenges as well. So I think the development is really good, and we will only become better and better. And if we play like we've done in the last 2 games especially, I'm sure we will not be easy to beat, and we will get 3 points as well. Clear and obvious, yeah.
Hey, Leif, can you give me your thoughts on Angelina and her development since you've been here? You got here in what, May or April, May?
Yeah, I'm impressed by Angelina and her process of working. I think the mental game is really important, and that's where she's done a really good job. Today she got reward with a fantastic save, but also a good game, another good game. So she's developing. She's eager to learn and develop. She's improving her game with the feet and on the ball as well. So really happy with her and many others, how they are now working to improve and get better.
No, it's okay. Hey, Coach. Wanted to ask you about Savvy playing her second consecutive game, playing about 25, 30 minutes again. But also that meant Giselle played kind of in more of a midfield position. So I'm wondering both what you saw from Savvy, but also what that meant for you tactically.
Yeah, I think getting players back gives us more options. We have looked forward to getting more players back. It increases competition in training, competition in for the starting 11, which is a good thing. And it also gives more flexibility in terms of tactical changes and adjustments. So we have some versatile players that can play several positions, and then it's about trying to put the puzzle together in the best possible way. And Savvy can play both as a fullback and a centre back, and Giselle can play everything, I think. So that's a really good situation.
Hi, Coach. Just 2 quick questions. One, speaking of the roster, you all have been getting results with pretty thin rosters. So do you have any updates, particularly on Svindis and Mai, and how close they might be as you go on this 3-game road swing? And then 2, I know you don't like to talk about individual efforts, and obviously the defensive effort is a collective effort, but can you just talk a bit about your captain and Sarah Gordon tonight?
Yeah, on the first, we'll have to look. We will make the decision on who travels. We travel tomorrow, so we'll make it tonight when I get the last reports. And they will be coming back. It's just a matter of how quick. And Sarah, she's been really good a long time. She's been consistent, I think, on a very high level. And today she was impressive again. She has some qualities that I really value, and she's grown as a leader as well. Grown with her play on the ball, and then her speed and athleticism and willingness and capability to defend is really good. So I'm extremely happy with my captain, and she should be proud.